I got lost at sea and was captured by a race of serpent women. Now their queen demands an heir. It was just another day on the cruise ship. I was lounging by the pool with a couple of my friends when suddenly the ground beneath us started to shake. Before I knew it, the ship had been tossed around like a toy in a bathtub. I clung to the side of the pool for dear life as wave after wave crashed over me. It felt like an eternity, but it was only a few minutes before everything went black. When I woke up, I was lying on a beach, and the only sound I could hear was the sound of the waves crashing in the distance. I sat up and realized that I was completely alone. I started to panic, but then I saw a cave in the distance, and I figured that maybe someone lived there. I might be able to help me. I limped towards the cave, and as I got closer, I heard voices. At first, I couldn't make out what they were saying, but then I realized that they were speaking English. I took a deep breath and walked into the cave. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. There, lounging on a rock, was a group of women, and they were all as beautiful as they were strange. They had long flowing hair and skin like alabaster, but the most striking thing about them was their eyes. They were reptilian, cold and unblinking. One of the women spoke up. "Who are you?" she asked. Her voice was like silk. I told her my name, and she introduced herself as Serena. "I am the queen of this island," she said. "And you are the first human male that has ever set foot here." I learned that these women were a race of serpent people who lived on a hidden island. They had been hiding from the humans for years, and they used their shape-shifting abilities to go undetected. But I had stumbled upon their island by accident, and now they wanted to keep me there forever. The queen offered me a choice. I could either stay on the island with her and her daughters, or I could leave and never tell anyone about the island. I chose to stay, and I ended up having a wonderful time. The serpent women were kind and generous, and they gave me everything I could ever want. But after a while, I started to feel a little guilty. I knew that I should probably tell the world about the serpent women, but I also didn't want to leave the island. I ended up staying there for several months, and during that time, I fell in love with one of the queen's daughters. The queen caught me with her daughter one day, and she was furious. She demanded that I marry her daughter and produce an heir for the kingdom. But I wasn't sure if I was ready to be a father. I told the queen that I needed more time, but she wasn't having it. She gave me an ultimatum: marry her daughter and produce an heir, or leave the island and never come back. I ended up agreeing to the marriage, and I married the serpent woman. The wedding ceremony was beautiful, and afterwards we all celebrated with a feast. I knew that I was in for a wild ride, but I was also excited to start my new life as a serpent man. Now I live on the island with my wife and our son. We spend our days lounging on the beach and our nights feasting with the other serpent women. It's not always easy being a serpent man, but it's definitely an adventure.